Previously on My Kitchen Rules.
We've thrown you in the deep end.
I'm just wondering how much deeper it's going to get.
It was sink or swim,
Oh my
We've
gosh.
got more people coming.
as 8 teams ran 8 restaurants.
Oh, Josh!
You right, mate?
And a small mistake from Cari and Tres
I'm loving the lamb. I'm not too sure about the pesto, though.
landed them in hot water.
Going straight to sudden death is Cari and Tres.
Then, in Kitchen HQ, the remaining teams battled it
I'm
out.
shaking. I'm really nervous.
But it was Brie and Jessica
Brie, have you ever made this before?
Not like
who
this.
committed the unthinkable.
Where was the sauce?
We're going to sudden death, but we will not be going down without a fight.
Tonight, the mums take on Team Positive,
We've survived an elimination before. Why can't we do it again?
while Cari and Tres are positively charged.
If you can dream it, you can do it.
Brie and Jessica have something to prove.
We're ready to show everyone that Brie and Jess are back.
But when these top teams are in a fight for survival,
It's fucking raw. What?
one bad dish
Wow.
will send one of our favourite teams home.
I don't know what to do right now, Jessie.
Don't make a mess! I don't care, mate.
This is the night. I'm turning up the heat. This is the night. I'm standing on my feet. 'Cause this is the night. Tonight, I'm bringing it back home. This is the night. I'll make it on my own. This is the night. I'll make it on my own.
Walking into Kitchen HQ, we're definitely the underdogs in this match. We really want to win this.
We do deserve to be in this position. We went into the last challenge with our heads not where they needed to be, but we are going to fight and we're going to get ourselves out of this position.
Brie and Jessica, Cari and Tres. Two very different teams. It's practical versus positive.
Teams, today we want you to create your best three-course meal. Cari and Tres, are you feeling positive about today?
We're feeling very positive today. We have got a very strong team standing right next to us, but we believe that if you can dream it, you can do it.
We've survived an elimination round before. Why can't we do it again? We have to believe we can.
Brie and Jessica, quickly you've gone from front runners to sudden death.
We have to prove to ourselves and to everybody here that we belong here and we deserve to be here, and that's what we're going to do.
It's really important to make our families proud today. We've all made this sacrifice and we owe it to them to do well.
Yeah.
Cari and Tres, Brie and Jessica, the guest judges will join us for the blind tasting. This could be the last time that you compete in kitchen headquarters, so give it everything you've got.
Teams, your entrees must be served in 1.5 hours. May the best team win. Take to your stations. Your time starts now.
Thank you. Gloves are off. We're going into this fighting hard. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel that? That's how much I want this.
Yeah, we can do this. I love you. I love you too. All right, let's go.
hands.
We're just going to give this 110%.
We're fired up.
We're ready to show everyone that Brie and Jess are back.
All right, I've got to shell and devein these prawns.
Yep.
For entree today, we're making seared prawns with fennel and leek puree and tomato salsa. For main, we're making roasted chicken ballotine with quinoa and lentil salad and garlic aioli.
For dessert, we're making dark chocolate mousse tart with strawberries and pistachios.
We're putting everything we've got into this. The ambition in our menu is definitely the amount of work that we have to do, the technique that we have to show. There's a lot of things that could go wrong with this menu, but we need to take some serious risks if we're going to win today.
Let's roll, sister.
Yeah, I hear here.
All right, now, this is circle of empowerment, okay?
Go all the way around.
I'm going all the way around.
Circle of Empowerment has been really good for us in the past.
Don't run out of flour. Hang on. Quick. Quick. Quick, I don't want to break the circle.
It's just a way to protect us from any negativity and get the best out of us today.
Oh, good circle.
That's a massive circle of empowerment.
I've never met people like Cari and Tres before.
Feels like empowerment. Yeah.
They're so entertaining and they just bring a life to the kitchen that no other team does.
Yeah.
Make your dreams reality.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
For entree today, we're making golden scallops with a champagne sabayon, pancetta crumb and watercress.
For main course, we're making Wagyu Scotch fillet with a roasted beetroot salad, frizzled onions and a beef glaze.
For dessert, we're making a raspberry and rosewater Turkish mousse.
Positivity, positivity. We've got to believe in ourselves, don't we?
We do, we do.
Underdogs. Underdogs.
I'm getting onto the entree. We've got to shell and devein these prawns. We've only allocated 10 minutes for these prawns, so I need to get as many as I can done. All right, I'm making short work of these prawns, Jessie.
I really want the girls to do well. There's a level of empathy from Blair and I today because we've left their families at home and it's really tough.
We're putting everything we've got into this. We don't want to let ourselves down. We don't want to let our kids down. We don't want to let our husbands down. We have given up a lot to be in this competition. We don't want those sacrifices to be in vain. So we're going to use that and we're going to use it to drive us forward and we're going to use that to win.
Oh, check out this bad boy. For main course, we're making Wagyu Scotch fillet.
Wagyu beef is from the diva cows, okay? It's from these fancy smancy cows living the decadent life.
It's a cow that's been rubbed with, like, paw. Every cow I know wears moisturiser. The ones that care about their appearance do, anyway.
It's such an honour to cook with it, and I need to treat it with so much respect because I dream of cooking this kind of beef.
OK, Brie, so I'm going to be making the pastry for our chocolate pistachio tarts.
Beautiful.
So I want to get that in the fridge as soon as possible.
Cool.
We're making a dessert that's full of chocolate. We're having a beautiful chocolate pastry and we've got a luscious dark chocolate mousse. That's too dry, too dry, too dry. So I'm working this pastry and it's just not coming together.
You want it to be dry to a certain extent,
no,
remember?
Crumbs.
Don't stress.
Just going to add some more liquid to it, Brie.
Yep. Do you know what? Just be patient with it, babe.
I see that the dough starts to come together beautifully and I'm thinking, wow, I'm going to get this done. It's looking better, Brie.
Sweet.
Brie and I, we started really strong in this competition and then we had a few communication issues and I think it really rattled us. Hopefully that won't happen.
Tres, an hour and 15, how do you feel?
Yeah, I'm feeling good, feeling good. Just got to pick up the pace a little bit though, Carly.
First thing I have to do is get onto the dessert. Today we're doing rosewater and raspberry Turkish mousse, and that needs some setting time because it has gelatin in it. It's very Turkish in its flavours. It's got lots of orange and obviously the rosewater. That's mushed. Desserts is where I shine, but I'm yet to get a good critique for dessert. This raspberry mousse is a balancing act.
This is rosewater. I'm adding 1 tablespoon of rosewater. Smell that. Oh my God.
Oh, that smells good.
Rosewater is one of my favourite ingredients, but it's one of those things that you either love or hate. It's crucial that I get the flavour balance right. Too much, it's going to be unpleasant. Too little, it's not going to be pronounced enough.
Better? Better. Yeah, way better, way better.
All the components are now in the raspberry mix, and I'm really happy with the flavours. I need to just now put this in the fridge and wait for it to set.
Brie, this is looking good.
Have you got enough for all the tart tins there, Jessie?
Yeah.
Cool.
There's another sheet in the fridge.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. You're so onto it. All right, Jessie, I'm going to get onto those chickadoodles. For main, we're making roasted chicken ballotine. It is kind of like a roulade. It's a whole bone chicken, which is stuffed, rolled, and today we're going to roast it.
There's a lot of work to make a ballotine, and I hope it's worth all the effort when it comes time to tasting this dish.
The first thing I need to do with this ballotine is debone the chicken, which is a big job. Look, it is tricky, it's time-consuming. I can guarantee this will be worth the effort. I mean, this is definitely something that we've chosen to do because it will show skill.
Looking at Brie debone that chicken, I'm pretty impressed.
You're doing a great job, thank you.
She's in sudden death.
She's really tight for time, but she's not giving up.
She looks a little bit more like a surgeon than a cook at the moment.
Yeah, this is true.
Let's go! Come on, let's go, Praline! Let's go, Tracy! Come on, Bridget!
Nearly there.
Awesome job!
Teams, you've got 45 minutes to go. There's no second prize in sudden death.
We're on track. We're working like a well-oiled machine, like we have done in the past.
Okay, how's that chicken going, babe?
Yep. I'm done. I'm going to stuff these chooks. For main, we're making roasted chicken ballotine. I need these to be ready for the oven at the end of this hour and a half. Lay spinach over it and the ricotta and tomato filling, and then it's time to roll it and truss it. I can't stuff these little puppies up, can I?
No, you can't.
Look at that marbling in there. It's a gorgeous piece of meat. If meat could model, that would be a model.
Oh. For main course, we're making Wagyu Scotch fillet. This is a beautiful piece of meat, and I'm honoured to be even touching and cooking with it today.
So I'm going to season the beef, and I want to get a nice rendered fat.
Once I've seasoned the beef, I want to put it in a hot pan and sear every side before I put it in the oven.
There's a lot of fat in Wagyu, and it needs to render down. Otherwise, it'll be gross.
Because there's such big chunks of meat, they're so fatty, they need to be rendered 3 times as long as a normal piece of beef. This is going to take a lot of time.
Chicken ballotine's done, Jessie. I'm happy with it. I'm feeling really confident. I'm feeling that we're on track in the kitchen right now. But we need to start on the entree.
I'm going to start chopping up the salsa.
Okay.
We still need to do the puree, cook the prawns.
Yep.
So let's just get a jiggy on. For entree today, we're making seared prawns with fennel and leek puree and tomato salsa. Brie, this entree, we've made it before. You know, it is simple, but we're cooking the way we always cook. Simple flavours, simple ingredients.
Brie and Jessica have crumbled under pressure recently.
Today, they are focused as ever. They're working together so well, they're communicating, and they've done so much so far.
They're in the zone?
They're in the zone.
Do you want to put the veggies on now, for the puree?
Yeah, put them on now, actually.
That beef is looking really good.
Cari and Tres is searing their Wagyu. And
It's made from here.
yeah, it's actually, they're searing it quite a lot.
I'm a little bit concerned of the time because they haven't started the entree yet.
90 minutes to go, man. I haven't even got these scallops on.
I haven't started entree at all by this stage. I've got to cook the scallops, pancetta crumb, and I've still got to make the sabayon sauce. We're so behind right now, this is ridiculous.
Carls, do you need to do that in this time? Yeah, I do.
For dessert, we're doing rosewater and raspberry Turkish mousse, but this mousse has gelatin in it, so it'll set really quickly.
I just need to fill these glasses and then I'm all yours, Tres.
If I don't set it in the glasses, it's going to set in the bowl. I can't serve it to the judges in a giant bowl.
Oh, you kidding me? What's happening?
Oh, God, look at her. She hasn't got time to do this. I'm really nervous for Cari and Tres because I know how important it is to get off to a good start in sudden death. I'm not sure they're going to get this entree done in time.
And I know Brie and Jessica are pretty good at time management. I'm sure they're killing it over the other side.
How are you going there with all those prawns, babe?
Yep, beautifully. The trick to prawns is to cook them hot and fast.
I'm really happy the way we've worked together in this period. What do you think of that consistency of that puree?
Yeah, that's good. That's perfect. We don't want it to be stodgy. We want it to be a smooth operator.
Brie and Jess are back.
Oh, God. I don't want to do this, Tres. It's not working.
I'm still trying to get these desserts in the glass. They're running everywhere.
Oh, this is the worst. I can't work with this shit.
I just feel like I can't do it.
Whether you think you can or you can't, you're right.
I think I can.
It just immediately snaps me out of it.
If you can dream it, you can do it.
And I think, right, you can do this. What I really need is an ice cream scoop. And once I get that, I can quickly put it into the glasses, get them in the fridge and let them set.
Keep positive. I need that. Thank you.
Teams, you've got 15 minutes to go. You need to move it.
Come on, girls. Hold on to go now.
Come on, guys. How's it all looking?
Yep.
Oh, beautiful. All right, so we're ready to plate up.
Yep, pretty much. We're happy. We're happy with all our elements. We're on track. Let's start plating.
Get the prawns on. Start piling the prawns on. I can do the salsa.
We're doing 4 prawns per plate because we are generous lasses.
Yeah, that's going to have to do. I'm going to have to get a wriggle on.
Last time we were in elimination round, we ran out of time. Our plan was not to run out of time today, and yet here we are running out of time. We've got to start work on the entree.
I'm getting onto our pancetta crumb. It needs to be super crunchy. I can start cooking the sabayon and the scallops.
The sabayon is like an egg sauce. Today I'm going to do a savoury one and add some champagne.
Happy New Year!
Scallop is such a beautiful piece of seafood, and adding some champagne, I think it's going to be a really nice combination.
I'm starting my scallops now.
10 minutes to go. The time is running out.
Get the scallops on.
Come on, scallops, guys. I need to get a nice golden colour on the bottom.
It's going to be tight.
We are absolutely freaking out watching this.
Whoa, these are a little bit more golden than what I would have liked.
I can't watch.
There is no way they're going to be able to plate this up.
I'm excited about this dish, Jessie. Are you?
Yeah, I am.
We're untrained home cooks and we're just a pair of mums and we're looking at this dish. We're so pleased with it. It's truly beautiful.
We have worked.
Oh, we've worked so well, haven't we?
Like a well-oiled machine.
You got this, girls. Well done.
Let's get something on the plate.
Let's get it on the plate now. Come on.
The last few minutes feel like seconds.
All right, sabayon on.
We're actually working quicker than we've ever worked before.
Get the scallops on.
Come on, scallops, guys.
But I'm really worried about our stress showing on the plate.
Teams, you've got 1 minute left.
Here we go. Countdown's begun.
Garnish with that dill.
Let's just make sure that they look amazing.
All right, we just need to get that crumb sorted. Oh, you've done it.
20 seconds, kids.
No! Crumbs, 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 crumbs. What are you doing, mate? Sorry. Where do we want them? Just along?
10, 9, 8, 7,
the plate.
6.
I think it looks gorgeous, Trez.
4, 3, 2, 1. That's it, teams. Time's up.
Good girl. I'm proud of you. I'm proud
Love
of you
you.
too.
Well done, girls! Sorry, good girls.
That looks amazing.
Teams, thank you for your entrees. We'll see you back here for the main course.
Well done, ladies.
Thanks, guys. I cannot believe we've actually finished this dish.
We got everything on the plate. We know that the flavours are there. Hopefully, the judges like it.
We've done everything we can. It's time for the judges to blind taste our entree. You know, we worked so well as a team. We're feeling good. We're feeling positive about this dish.
Looks fantastic, doesn't it? Oh, it's really pretty, isn't it?
Chefs, welcome back to the blind tasting table. And it's time for the entrees. Shall we try team ones?
It's a very inviting dish straight off the bat. The prawns are cooked perfectly. There's a bit of caramelisation on the outside, and then they're still sweet and delicate inside.
That fennel puree is delicious, and the salsa with it, all that lovely dill in it, it's just fresh and summery and light.
These flavours are singing in the plate.
I think this is a beautiful start. The prawns are cooked to perfection. That puree is the star of the dish.
Has it blown me away? Yeah. It's simple and elegant.
Very fresh.
Yeah.
I would order that at a restaurant and pay good money for it. I would pay for that, yeah.
Let's try team number 2.
Looks elegantly presented. Well, the scallops are very well cooked. They've got the golden sweet colour on the outside and they're still a little bit opaque in the middle. The pancetta crumbs, they add something texturally to the dish, I think, which is good.
I agree with you there. I think that fresh watercress on top, they work really well together.
And they've made, it's like an enriched sabayon.
I've got to agree, there's nothing better than a beautiful caramelised scallops.
I think team 2 have started off very, very strong.
Those scallops are divine.
It's very close.
They're pretty on par for me at the moment.
They're about equal.
Cari and Tres, Brie and Jessica. We want your main courses in 1 hour. Your time starts now.
Ah, cool.
Come, mums.
I'm going to get the lentils on now.
Yeah.
The pressure is certainly on us now. This hour's going to go super quick.
Especially so because I have to still do a couple of dessert elements.
We hope we went well with the entree, don't we?
Yeah.
Hopefully the entree was just a starting course for what's to come.
For main, we're making roasted chicken ballotine with quinoa and lentil salad and garlic aioli.
Jessie, I'm going to get the chicken in the oven now, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Cooking a ballotine can be tricky because you have the thigh and the breast in there. Thighs can take a bit more cooking than breast, so there's a very, very fine line of when you can pull it out of the oven and have it perfectly cooked all over. It's going to have to roast for 40 minutes and it needs to rest for 10.
I've cooked this dish a lot of times and the cooking time isn't really a variable. It cooks for 40 minutes and it's good.
Tres, we need to be in the right headspace the entire time, okay?
Time got the better of us in entree. We need to make sure we've got enough time to plate up this main. Otherwise, this is definitely a ticket home.
I know you'll get this beef right today because you are a meat genius.
For main course, we're making Wagyu Scotch fillet with a roasted beetroot salad, frizzled onions and a beef glaze.
This beef is going to take quite a while in the oven, so it's going to be pretty close.
They are pretty big slices of Wagyu. It needs the whole hour to cook and rest, so it's a beautiful medium rare.
I'm just going to hope that they've got enough time to be in the oven.
The worst thing that could happen is this beef doesn't cook in time, and I'll be serving the judges and guest judges raw beef.
All good.
How's it going, Jessie?
I'm just getting onto the mousse now.
Cool.
Just added the egg whites to it, so it's going to be nice and light and airy. For dessert, we're making dark chocolate mousse tart. Want this mousse to come out rich and luscious and not too sweet. Yep, I'm happy with that.
Yep, I'm happy with that if you're happy with that,
Yep,
babe.
I am. The mousse is done. Now I need to get on to lining the pastry tins with the pastry. Pastry is hard to work with. It's actually melting really quickly because there's so much butter in the pastry, Brie. The pastry that I've done today is very short. I'm really worried that because of its high butter content, when I take them out of the pie tins, when they're cooked, they're going to just break apart. I don't know, I just don't know if they look right. I'll see how they go when they bake them.
I'll trust you if you're happy with it, if you think it's all right.
I've put them in the oven. I really hope they turn out all right.
Feeling pretty positive, Tres.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good, Carl.
I'm just separating some eggs for my meringue. For dessert, we're adding meringue to go with our Turkish mousse. It's an old test, but a gold test. We want the meringue to be lovely and crisp, so that it'll break quite simply into shards, just for that texture on the plate. I smear the meringue on the tray and put it in the oven to cook.
So I'm going to roast these beetroots. These are for the main course, for the beetroot salad.
I've got some red beetroot and golden beetroot, so we've got a variety of colour and sweetness on the plate.
All right, so I'm going to roast these for about 45 minutes. Oh, you're kidding me.
Because I can't fit the beetroot in the same oven as the beef, I need to reorganise these shelves.
Close the door.
Oh, no.
Every time I open up that oven door, heat escapes and it's lowering the temperature. And that is not ideal because the heat in the oven is crucial for this beef to cook in time.
Close the door.
All good.
What's going to the chicken, girls?
We're doing a lentil and quinoa salad and an aioli.
Quinoa and lentil salad, it's just a beautiful combination. You know, the firmness of the lentils with the softness of the quinoa with some aioli on the plate. It's a really fresh, beautiful thing to eat.
Yeah, hopefully it's good.
All right, only half an hour to go, Carly.
How you going, mate?
Yeah, good. I'm just going to add my beef stock and my beef glazes to this reduced red wine. How are you going?
I'm getting on to frizzled onions now. A frizzled onion, it's just one of my little inventions. It's a little bit like an onion ring, but wafer thin cut onion, which we put on the top of steaks as a topper. They are delish.
It's time to take the pastry out of the oven. I take the baking paper off and look, they're looking a little bit rough. I'm not completely happy with my tarts, to be quite honest.
What's your problem with them?
As they're drying, they're going crispier. Because of its high butter content, the pastry's too crumbly.
They're very short.
But it is a short pastry. I'm just worried that they're going to break apart when I take them away from the tin. If we serve a crumble on the plate today and not a tart, we're going home. See how they go once they cool down? So I'm just stressing out.
Wow. Just going to check the beef now, Carls.
With not much time to go, I need to check this beef and see where it's at temperature-wise. Beef is best served medium rare, so the way to make sure I'm going to cook this beef perfectly is that it's got a 55°C temperature in the centre.
What is it?
30.
30?
The temperature is way too low. This is going to need at least another 20 to 30 minutes in the oven, and I only have 20.
Put him back in, mate. Put him in.
All I can do now is put the beef back in the oven and just hope that it cooks and gets up to the temperature between now and service.
All right, Jessie, it's time to pull the chicken out. It's been 40 minutes and it needs to rest for 10. There's such a fine line between an overcooked and an undercooked ballotine, and when you have in your mind these perfect timings, you just need to trust. You need to trust that.
You need to cut the chicken.
Well, I'm going to start carving in a second, Jessie. All right, hang on.
I'm worried that the chicken's not cooked in the middle. I want Brie to carve it so we can see.
I'm just going to leave it for another minute, OK? OK. Because it needs to rest.
But we've got some plating, so we need to get it organised
And then
now.
we can put the chicken on, like, last, basically, so...
At this point, unfortunately, Brie's not listening to me. I'm freaking out because we're running out of time.
It's all right. Jessie, you're a worrywart.
At the start of the entree, the girls look very positive. They've worked particularly well.
But you're too cool for school.
No, I'm not too cool for school, OK?
But I know when Jessica's on the road to Stressville, it's not a pretty journey.
Because that clock goes really fast, Brie, and, like, you know, it might be a minute.
Jessie, I'm on time, OK?
So we need to hurry up.
I am hurrying up.
I can't leave it in any longer.
I'm really worried about this beef at the moment. I need this beef to be 55 degrees before I slice it. And it's not looking like it's going to be ready.
What is it?
It's at 34.
This point is the breaking point for us.
Wow.
This is a disaster.
We're not going to get anything on the plate.
No, I don't think that.
Let's not neg out, girls. Keep positive.
At this point, it's really tough to remain positive. The beef is not where it needs to be. It should have been cooked by now.
Wow.
But it's still raw in the centre. I love cooking beef, and for this not to work is the worst thing that can happen.
They're probably gonna have to pan fry or something.
You're going to have to do something and do something really quickly.
I just need to push on, persist with confidence, and get something on the plate.
I'm going to have to sear him, I think.
Keep going, keep going.
Yes, good girl. Good girl.
I need to slice this beef, sear it off as quick as I can, and get something on the plate.
It's going to be a close call.
Come on, quickly, we've only got 7 minutes.
I know. I'm going to start carving these chooks now, OK? There's 7 minutes to go. I can't leave it any longer. It's time to carve now. I carved the first piece of chicken.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Oh. Looks great. It's moist, juicy, tender. I carved the second piece of chicken. It's fucking raw. What? There's a little bit of pink in the thigh. It's not totally cooked. Immediately, I'm pretty gutted.
I'm not sure the girls are happy with the chicken over there either, actually.
Really?
I'm going to carve that one right now. I think to myself, right, I'm not going to panic too hard. I've got 2 chickens here. Hopefully this one's perfect.
Oh my God, I can't even walk.
Is it cooked?
Fuck me, Jess.
It's not cooked.
Oh my God, seriously.
Oh my God.
I don't know what to do right now, Jessie.
Just get the frying pan out, get some olive oil, and quickly fry it. Hurry up.
Yeah. The only choice that we've got right now is for me to quickly carve and to pan fry these pieces. I'm going to cook this like nobody's business.
Quickly, Brie. Quickly, Brie.
Both teams are both searing their meat in the fry pans with only 5 minutes on the clock. This is not what they wanted.
Doing a really good job.
Keep going.
You can pull this off.
This bloody Wagyu is going to be the sudden death of us. This kills me, doing steak like this. It's like my pride and joy cooking meat good. And to do this, it breaks my heart.
Get onto the yellow beetroots.
They're hot.
Yeah, I know they're hot.
I'm trying to peel enough beetroot, and it's just not physically possible.
I don't know what you want me to do, Tres.
Try and get as much skin off as you can.
How do you want me to do that when they're piping hot?
I don't know, man. Do what you have to do to get them off.
I don't know how I'm going to get all this beetroot peeled in time.
I've just got to cut these, Tres. There's no time. They're getting 1 beetroot per plate. That's it.
Let's go, ladies.
Are you plating?
Yeah, I am plating, yes, I am plating.
I'm just going to sear these on each side for like, seriously,
Hurry up,
30
we've got
seconds,
4 minutes.
Okay? Pretty devastating because there's a lot of work that's gone into this main and it's all gone pear-shaped. I've got grave concerns that in order to cook this, it's going to overcook the rest of it.
I'm just freaking out. I can't even watch that watch.
I can't believe that this has come down to this. It's meant to be a roasted beetroot salad, and it'd be lucky to have 2 bits of beetroot per plate. That's rabbit food, really, isn't it?
Just put it on. Just chuck it on.
2 minutes.
You need the beef on.
Yep, it's coming. I don't know if I've got enough for you girls, so we're just going to have to slice them.
Just hurry up, please.
Across the plate. Yeah, I'm hurrying.
I do not have the time to be cooking every single piece of steak. So I'm just trying to get as much sliced up and on the plate so we get enough dishes for them to judge. It's so inconsistent.
Come on, ladies. You've got 1 minute to go. This is it.
Come on, get a move on, Brie.
Hang on, that one's Brie. That's all right.
Brie, hurry up. Feeling panicked. I really didn't want to be plating like this.
Oh, but Jessie, you've got to steady your hand. The me, you do it.
Brie should have carved the chicken when I asked her to, because in that way we would have seen that it was undercooked and then we would have had better time to remedy it.
Maybe I should have carved it earlier, but, you know...
Maybe you should listen to Jessie.
30 seconds left.
The sauce.
I haven't even had time to finish this beef glaze, but I need it on the plate. I'm just slapping it over the meat. It's spilling everywhere over the plate.
Look what you're doing.
It's a mess. It's a dog's breakfast. Underdogs have made a dog's breakfast.
Please don't make a mess, Tresno.
I don't care, man. We've got to get shit on the plate.
Let's go.
We need to hurry up.
Jessie, clean. I'm going to...
Come on, ladies. 10, 9.
Get the frizzles on now.
7.
Get them on, Tres.
6. 5. 4.
Don't make a mess. Sorry. Don't make a mess.
1. That's it, guys. Time's up. Step away from the benches.
I think we just did the best that we could possibly do in the situation.
That's a joke, mate.
Yeah, I know.
Not the best I've ever felt. I'm feeling pretty ordinary at the moment.
Wow, that was crazy. Hopefully it comes down to the flavour and not the presentation.
Yeah.
There are serious, definite concerns with that dish. If we found out that I'd given raw chicken to people, I'd be pretty devastated.
Chefs, our teams have completed their main courses. Let's try team 1's first.
My chicken's fairly pink here, verging on a little bit of rare meat there.
That's raw.
That's a shame.
Mine's cooked, but we've got some very inconsistent parts of it. But I'm going to mention the skin. I don't believe that skin's crispened up enough. It really is inedible, that skin.
I do like the mayonnaise. I think it's got a wonderful garlic flavour to it. The lentils and quinoa have been cooked well, but it's just a shame that they spend half an hour deboning, then rolling chicken for something that doesn't deliver.
Lenny, is this cooked right? You know me, I get scared with my chicken.
That's so much effort for minimal reward, I think.
Let's try team number 2's dish, the Scotch fillet. What do you think of the presentation?
I think I'm missing some Scotch fillet.
It's 2 little pieces. Well, looking at Team 2's dish here, I'm thinking they just well and truly ran out of time. Like, it looks like it's been thrown on the plate quite haphazardly.
To me, it's more of a salad on a buffet than an actual main course.
It's not really a dish.
Unfortunately, my meat is pretty dry and overcooked.
Such an amazing piece of meat, and they managed to ruin it, and that's really upsetting.
It has just been thrown on the plate.
Yeah.
It would have been nice to have some more beef.
I think time has definitely been an issue here.
Come on, let's do this.
Teams, back to your station and get to it.
This dessert is going to make or break us. We need to pull something truly exceptional out of the bag.
We know that main was not our best work, but we can't let that dampen the next 30 minutes. We need to pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and show resilience.
OK, it's time for desserts. You've got 30 minutes starting now.
Come on, girls!
Come on, girls, you can do it. Half an hour will go so quick.
The main didn't go in exactly how we wanted it to. This is our last chance, Jessie.
For one of these teams, this is the last dish they're going to be making here in kitchen headquarters.
And that is a lot of pressure for one plate of food.
There's the tart, there's the mousse, babe.
Oh, God. Half an hour is not long enough for us. For dessert, we're making dark chocolate mousse tart with strawberries and pistachios.
Let's do a good dessert.
Thankfully, we've got the two main components of the dessert already made. We've got the mousse and the tart cases. Now we just have to simply slice up some strawberries, make our praline, and do the pistachios.
For dessert, we're making raspberry and rosewater Turkish mousse. It's already set in the fridge, but we still need to make a praline, chop our pistachios, and dress that with meringue.
Okay, Carly, I'm going to start doing these shards.
The meringue's been resting in the oven. We haven't had a chance to try it. If it's not right, there's nothing we can do. But we will not serve meringue if it's not perfect. Our main was far from our best work, so I need a good critique for this dessert.
Oh my God, that's the best meringue I ever made in my life. And I made a lot of meringues.
What a time to pour it out!
Yeah! No time like SD time.
The pastry that I've done today is very short. I'm really worried that when I take these pie cases out of the tins, they're just going to simply fall apart. What I need to do is put the mousse into the tart shells while they're still in their tins. We believe that by doing this, the mousse is going to actually glue the pastry shell and make it actually stronger, so that when I lift it out of the tin, it doesn't break apart.
I've got some rose petals here, Carly.
Beautiful. I'm making a rosewater praline. Praline is a tricky, tricky lady.
There you go.
Again, we've got a diva ingredient on our hands. When you're making praline, it has a high failure rate.
Dessert's something Cari and Tres may love, so if they pull this off, I think they could be in with a chance.
All right, is that whipped enough?
You put the stuff in it?
I put some sugar, I put some vanilla in it.
How's that praline going?
Yep. This is one of the first times I've ever made a praline. All right, this is brown enough, I reckon, Jessie. But essentially, it's just a toffee on some nuts, so what could go wrong?
Teams, this is your last course and your last chance to impress. You've got 10 minutes to go.
Just got to take these little babies out of the cases.
Oh, be careful, Jessie. Be careful.
It's very nerve-wracking. If this doesn't work, we're going to be going home.
It just doesn't look like it's going to come off, Vicky.
No. Be careful. It's good. It's good.
It's working?
Yeah, it's working.
Oh, look at that.
I managed to push out the first tart perfectly. It looks awesome.
How you going, Carls?
Yeah, good. It looks bloody beautiful and it's done. Sugar works tough. You can undercook it and have lumps of sugar in it, which isn't pleasant. Our praline's set, just perfect. I'm going to whiz it up until it's a beautiful fine crumb. I don't want it sticky or it'll clump together.
I'm plating up the tarts. They look beautiful. I look over at the praline.
The praline's not worked.
It's no good.
It's wrong.
It's not a praline. Just get this praline in the
I will, Jess. Look, it's not set. It's not set,
right, that's why.
okay?
It's not right.
I know it's not right. I'm going to turn it into a praline crumb and we're going to sit the quenelle on it.
5 minutes. 5 minutes, how you going, mate? Let's hope this isn't the last 5 minutes we cook in this competition, Carly.
It won't be.
It won't be?
No. So for plating, I need a good smack of pistache because it's also a good texture.
Oh, that's amazing. Good work, good work.
Hang on a minute here. We've actually got time for the first time ever to spend time plating up.
Right, raspberries. The raspberries are just topping off this dish, hey?
It looks very pretty.
This dessert is going to look absolutely beautiful.
That's enough, that's enough.
That's better.
All right, we're going to do a crumb.
All right, yep. We're going to do a praline crumb now. Hang on, taste it, taste it, taste it. Make sure it's all right. Is it all right?
Not perfect.
We know it's not right. It does have chunks of sugar in it. It's not what we wanted, but we need to get it on the plate, so there's no option. This is it.
Put on how much you want.
For one of you, the My Kitchen Rules dream will soon be over. You just got 2 minutes left.
Here, let me do the crumbs. You do the quenelles, OK? All right.
We're positive the flavours work really well with this dessert.
Yeah, we know that it's going to work.
It's going to work. The biggest concern I have for our dessert is that praline.
Yeah, the praline is definitely the biggest concern.
It's not perfect.
2 teams, 2 desserts. Who's gonna stay? Who's gonna go? You've got a minute left.
Let's get sharding.
Quickly. The anchor. Good work.
The shard's in.
Everyone loves a good shard.
20 seconds to go.
We really hope this gets us through, hey?
Yeah, we do.
10, 9, girls, let's go.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it, guys. Hands up. Step away from your benches.
We've done it. We've plated it.
I hope it's good.
We've just got to hope for the best.
It would be devastating for this to end today for us.
Yay! I'm really happy with that.
I feel like this dessert is the best dish we've cooked in the entire competition. So, do I feel like we've done enough with this dessert? Yes.
Teams, you've put in a big effort today. Take a well-earned break and we'll see you back here for the critiques.
Round girls.
Well done, girls.
It means the world to us to stay in the competition. So right now, we can't even consider the possibility of us going home.
We're here to change our lives and our families' lives, and that's, you know, that we don't take that lightly.
Chefs, let's start with team number 1.
Well, straight off the bat, there's a crunch from the pastry. I actually really like this. It's quite rich. It's everything I want in a chocolate tart. The strawberries cut through the richness as well, and there's a little bit of texture in the nuts. It's not overly sweet. It's almost quite a savoury kind of dessert, and I'm really enjoying that.
I think that Team 1 here, they've tried to make a praline, but they just haven't pushed the caramel far enough. So in the end, we've just got chunks of sugar with the pistachio.
I like the way they've actually presented this dessert. They've created the shell first and then piped the mousse inside, which I think it's quite clever.
The pastry cuts through really nice and easily on this.
This is my type of dessert, not too sweet.
I really like the bitterness of that chocolate. And the pastry was beautiful. I don't know what Jess was worrying about. I just think that praline's let the dish, you know, a little down. It just tastes like sugar.
Let's try Team 2's dessert.
Little crunch from the meringue. That's lovely, that meringue. Yeah. Perfectly made. Well, that is so light and refreshing, isn't it? Oh, it's just gorgeous.
That rosewater is just that beautiful perfume that sort of lingers in the background at the end of your palate.
I don't normally like rosewater, but this is just very subtle.
It is.
They've shown restraint.
The mousse, feather light and full of flavour as well. The meringue, I'm glad it was in there because it had another textural component. Just like the other dessert, there's not much to fault with this one.
That mousse is amazing.
Oh my gosh, yum. It's so fresh.
When you put it in your mouth, it's just beautiful and refreshing. A little bit of tang there. That's an outstanding flavour. Like, it was really, really delicious.
Next, one team will be eliminated.
The atmosphere, a bit tense. To go home when it's so close to the final innings, I'd be gutted.
I feel ill. I feel so ill in the stomach. Facing the judges waiting to hear our scores, I can't even look at them.
Cari and Tres, Brie and Jessica. This is a close one. Brie and Jessica, you were team number 1.
For entree, you produced seared prawns with fennel and leek puree and tomato salsa. For main course, roasted chicken ballotine with lentil and quinoa salad and garlic aioli. And for dessert, dark chocolate mousse tart with pistachio and strawberries.
Let's hear what the judges had to say. Karen?
Thanks, Manu. You guys chose to serve a very, very simple entree at this stage of the competition. But once you tasted it, it was actually quite refined and elegant. All of those flavours really sang in harmony on the plate. Your main course, chicken ballotine. There's a lot of work in it, and I was really looking forward to tasting it. But I couldn't. My chicken was raw. And then your dessert came. This was just like your entree, really simple and elegant. But I did discover under the cream your praline. I just got this big chunk of sugar in my mouth. Tonight I score you a 5.
We're devastated. Arrow to the heart. We are concerned about this.
My chicken was actually cooked through and was moist. What I didn't like about the chicken was the fact that the skin wasn't seared enough. Then came your tart, and that pastry, which was like it was made in heaven. Not too sweet. The mousse wasn't too sweet. So I really welcome a dessert like that. I give you a 7.
I loved every element of your entree. When you think clever, simple and elegant, you guys knock it out of the park. Tonight I give you a 7.
Ladies, overall, your 3 courses. Good, bad, great. I give you a 6.
Thank you. Brie and Jessica, your entree. 3 ingredients on the plate. That's all we need. Beautifully cooked prawns. I loved the fennel and leek puree. That, to me, was a sensational start to a 3-course menu.
Main course, I was crossing my fingers, hoping that after all the work that you put in, that it was going to be sensational. Unfortunately, there was inconsistency around the table with the chicken.
For dessert, we had a gorgeous chocolate mousse tart. Pastry, tick, well done. The chocolate mousse filling, again, double tick. That, to me, was absolutely delicious. Brie and Jessica, for your menu this evening, I score you a 7.
The score I'm giving you for your 3-course meal tonight is a 7.
Brie and Jessica, that gives you a grand total score of 39 out of 60.
Definitely fills us with worry, dread, but hopefully we've done more than Cari and Tres.
Cari and Tres, you started with golden scallops, champagne sabayon, pancetta crumbs, and watercress. Your main was Wagyu Scotch fillet with roasted beetroot salads, frizzled onions, and beef glazed. And for dessert, you created raspberry and rosewater mousse. Let's hear what the guest judges thought. Guy?
Thanks, Manu. Cari and Tres, with your entree, you had those golden seared scallops, which were cooked perfectly on the outside and still wet, moist, and creamy on the inside. They were beautiful. Your main course, to me, unfortunately, it was more like a buffet roast salad, if you like, than a main course type dish. Then when your dessert came, I tell you what, girls, I was on my magic carpet on my way to Turkey. The flavour, spot on, melt in the mouth. Tonight, I give you a 7.
I'm heartbroken about that beef.
But I'm feeling good about that dessert critique. I
Well
really am.
Your scallop dish cooked perfectly in the middle, and the addition of the watercress added a lovely pepperiness. Your main course, unfortunately, was very haphazard on the plate, like it was thrown together at the last minute. I give you a 6.
Ladies, your scallops were perfectly caramelised, beautiful and sweet. Your main course, your beef dish. Girls, this was only half a dish. You need to do more for a main course. Your dessert. You showed restraint, and it worked for you today. So for this, I give you a 6.
Thanks, Colin.
Wagyu Scotch fillet. It's an absolute privilege to cook with, and I've got to say I was really, really disappointed with what I got. This was overcooked and quite dry. But your dessert, the use of rosewater in that dessert was just ethereal. It was just spectacular. Tonight I give you a 6.
After Cari and Tres's scores by the guest judges, it's neck and neck.
It's up to Pete Manu. It's anyone's game.
Well, let's start with your entree. Those scallops were the star of the dish, and I think it was one of the best dishes we had today.
Thank you.
If you stay in this competition, and that's the type of cooking, that'll see you go all the way.
Your main course, Wagyu. You ran out of time and suddenly everything was flying in the air. You were trying to carve that piece of beef and there was small pieces, large pieces.
I was feeling for you because that's the star of the dish. But you thought on your feet because you managed to get something onto the plate. But there were some inconsistencies across the board. Your dessert, I loved it. I thought it was light, it was pronounced, and it was beautiful. I loved the addition of the meringue, and that was sensational. Cari and Tres, I score you a 7.
Thank you.
It's good. We're still on par.
Even Stevens, we're waiting for this final score. This is going to be the decider of our fate.
Cari and Tres, I give you a 6.
That gives you a grand total score of 38.
Let's go this.
Oh my God.
Sadly, this is the lowest score. You have been eliminated.
Bree and Jessica, that means you're still in the competition. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm like, the relief. The relief.
Far out. That was close.
Cari and Tres, how are you feeling right now?
We came into this competition with an open mind and an open heart and... and you've been telling me not to cry.
Oh, we're gonna miss you, girls. Who's gonna make us laugh on a daily basis?
We really have made friends for life.
And to be around people who are just as passionate as you are about food, it's a joy.
Cari and Tres are irreplaceable. You could search the whole world and not find 2 people like them.
Cari and Tres, au revoir, and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, boy! Let's do this.
Coming into this competition, we had no idea what we were in for.
I think this has been the best time of our life. I'm just going to close my eyes and hope this is over. All right.
Oh, we never had anyone like you before, and we love it.
We made it to the top 8, and we got some amazing critiques.
Beef cheeks in red wine. Yum.
Our heads are up in the clouds.
Be amazing, be resilient, inspire.
All right, sweet.
We're all rainbows and lollipops.
Free hugs, free hugs.
We live life in happy sunshine way.
Well done, mate. Proud of you.
Yeah!